Founded in 1989, the Nutty Bavarian began selling fresh roasted cinnamon glazed nuts using a recipe developed by Bruno the Bavarian. David Brent purchased the company in 1994, and he put his engineering background to good use. In fact, he developed a fully automated nut roasting system which costs thousands less than those imported from Germany. Let's speak with David and find out more about this business.
The Nutty Bavarian started 24 years ago with a guy who was making fresh roasted cinnamon glazed nuts from a portable cart outdoors over a copper kettle that was gas powered. And this is the traditional way that these nuts were made in Germany. It's a very craft-made candy where you have to be very careful to bring the sugar right to its melting point. Hold it at that point while you mix the nuts in this copper kettle, and then when the nuts are roasted, you pour them out. I purchased the company in 1994, and my idea was to take the company nationwide. But I realized pretty quickly that it wasn't going to work because I started failing, because the equipment was so difficult to use, because it was such a craft candy and you had to bring it up to an exact temperature. People were burning the nuts. It took 3 days to train people on how to make the nuts. And with this turnover, you would train somebody, and then a month later they could go to a new job, and then you'd have to start training somebody all over again. So really at the beginning, the company was a complete failure. I realized I had to do something about how we made the candy. And I took my engineering background. I was an engineer working for NASA, and I decided to build a machine that could make the nuts automatically. This gave us the opportunity to, instead of taking 3 days to train somebody to make the nuts, it only took a half an hour to train somebody to make the nuts. And this is when we turned the company around from being a failure to it becoming a success. We are now in movie theaters, we're in candy stores, we're at theme parks, we're at sports stadiums, really thousands of venues across the United States. We have a variety of customers. We have people who want to work weekends, and they might open up at fairs and take one of our machines and open up at fairs and festivals. People who are already in the candy business, people who want a side business. So my wife and I were looking for a place to raise children, and we came to Seminole County because it's a great school district. You can afford to buy a home in a beautiful location, and it's just a nice family area. And people here who are great workers, and it's a very friendly business environment.
For more information on the Nutty Bavarian, please visit nuttybee.com. And for more information on economic development, please visit businessinseminole.com.